Okay. Test. Bada boom. Is that coming through? Okay, it went one way. It's not come out. Oh no, there it is. Came through. Okay. There we go. Oh my gosh. This is a pain in the backside. Give me a moment. While I just quickly do something. So I am coming through. Just need to share that I'm going live. Okay. Right. Just sharing where I'm going live. Okay. Back to here. Okay, just make sure I share it there. Okay, now I can launch the game. Calls that, and go back. Boom. Okay, we are going. Took me long enough. Near enough. So we know that's working. We do this. My game just crashed. Okay. Of course you did. Of course you did. Difficulties. You just gotta love it, haven't you? Love when technology just goes wrong. You'd think after all these years that technology's been around, it'd work fluently and correctly without any really big issues, but I guess that is not the case in this instance, so I just need to wait for the game to launch back up. So yeah, I'm coming through clearly. Really big issue. I'm not too loud. Okay, yep, just double checking. Okay. Come on. I just need the game to launch. Okay. Select my character. Okay. We're back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. Whew. Okay. So, I suppose I could possibly move this at some point. If it is a bit too intrusive, being in the way. Right now, we are just getting some dailies out of the way. And slapping stuff, you know. Got my mutant Gabumon up front, seeing as I can't digivolve it to resurrect it. If it goes down, it goes down. It will come back with 1 health because it's in the front. It's a start, essentially. But yes, we are go, which is great. Hopefully, no more issues tonight, and everything will work fluently. Actually, we need to get our Digimon nice and strong. But once we get the dailies out of the way, we can actually get on to the proper things, such as properly leveling and whatnot. Now, go for that one. Yep. And then Patamon, you go for that one. Didn't KO it, unfortunately, but what can you do? So, in terms of getting a needle to unmutate my Gabumon, that's not happening anytime soon. So, unfortunately, Gabumon will be a dead end for the time being, but I can level it up to 50, so when I am ready to, because I'm able to get the needle, I can then turn it back into a normal Gabumon, Digivolve it, and then Digivolve it again, and hopefully that skips the whole issue in that department. It's going to be rough trying to get it to 50 though because of it being data and all the virus types. So, yeah. That's going to be phenomenal. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I may as well just have Goblimon go for his move and just let those two beat on the Hagoromon, because when Goblimon comes back around, he'll finish it off. Because their skills aren't strong enough to take it down right now. But I could be doing the dailies with my... Hi, Lynx. How do you do? I could be... using the right skills. My brain just blanked. You just... my train of thought just disappeared. Okay, so skills, yeah. I could be using my higher level Digimon to do the dailies faster, but I actually get items this way, and I am trying to get the item for my skills, so I can actually start leveling these up a bit more, so that they can at least fend for themselves. I've still got to get Goblimon. I've got Goblimon skills up a bit. Still got to get your skills up and your skills up. But what can you do? How have you been, Lynx? Let's just go skill for number 2. Didn't KL this time, so that's fun. Ow. Wasn't very nice. Hitting me in the face. Just got something. Just got mail. Okay. Let me guess. My inventory's full. Oh joy. Give me these. I'm in big trouble. I need to I need to mess around with storage then. No, Chumon, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Gotta catch them all. Yeah, gotta digivolve them all. In this case. There's no catching, unfortunately. In this one, it's got to hatch them all. As it say, you get new Digimons. Hatch them from eggs. But what can you do? We'll fast travel back and do some mess around with storage. I need to clear some inventory spaces. Because I've got too much junk. I did figure out what these do, and they are for cracks. I don't know what cracks are, but at least I know what they do. Okay, XP potion with XP potion. Not stackable in the same slot. No? Oh joy. Hang on, these are 300 ones. Right. Is that label the same diff? Yeah, true. Right, we'll shove the egg in here. Open these. No, not enough slots apparently, even though I already have these items. Okay. Alright, activate you. 1 hour. Now you're gonna let me open. So I could stack them. Make sure you set them so they can hatch. Yeah, be like a bird. Oh, okay. Sell that. Alright, this 900 that refuses to stack with the other 900. Is that the case? No. Okay. Slot averted. Stack? Stack. Okay. I don't know why they weren't stacked in the first place. Considering I've clicked sort a few times. Stack. Stack. Okay. I was wondering what was going on. Stack. Stack. I thought like maybe one was tradable and one wasn't. That's why it won't let me stack them. So I don't really know on that one. Store list. I'm not planning on using those yet. That's for later game content that I'm gonna use those because I have a limited amount. Okay, sell these. Actually, you know what? Sort. Make it simple. Save my dungeon stuff. Because I might just do a video where I just do nothing but a bunch of dungeons. Well, I only get a limited amount each day. These stacks of bread. Just... Okay. Right. No. Tradables and non-tradables. Oh, okay. Okay. This is what is infuriating. Is when you get tradable and non-tradable and it's the same flipping item, but doesn't stack the stack. Well, it just eats my inventory up. Okay, Mushroom come here. I need you, buddy. Because I need somebody to be my shopkeeper. Okay. Right. Very nice. We will throw you in there with them. Throw you in there with them for now. Oh, no. One's tradable, one isn't. I forgot. Okay. But we managed to clear up some space. Sort here. Did I not use this for an hour? I did. Okay. My brain. Is getting confused. Okay. Right. Okay. And there's 50k for being on for a certain amount of time. Now, can I do my dailies? Without being interrupted by the game. Yeah, you gotta wait 6 hours or 3 hours for the egg to hatch, depending on what it is. Whether it's a green egg, you get basically a baby form. If it's a blue egg, you get an in-training, which is the stage before getting a rookie. But yeah, gotta have the eggs hatch. I need to go to... I should have really fast traveled that. I thought I was still fighting the Hagoromon, but I guess not. You know what? Disable the story quest for now, because I'm not doing story for a while. Got these. Okay. We'll do the one in this area, and then we'll move. Anytime you stream, it means posting chat, so you can get some more. Yeah, I appreciate it. I need to stop by your stream as well when I can catch it. At some point, so I can help you out a bit. You stream on Twitch. I don't really use Twitch that much. I've streamed there a few times myself, but I haven't really been going on Twitch that much. It's not really the primary platform I like to go to. But I do appreciate that. it up. Gobble, gobble. How have you been though, Lynx? You been good? Okay. Now we get the fun joy of looking for the hidden items. Which will be fantastic. There's one. Two. I need to memorize where all of these are. That way, in the future, I can just literally just breeze through. And there's another one somewhere around here, right? There it is. That was the one I was thinking of. I don't know why my brain wasn't working on that one. Okay, we are still missing one, which is somewhere over here, if I remember correctly. There we go, daily done. Got some more purple tesseracts. I appreciate it, Lynx. Hang on, it's this one. There we go. Do 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 do. Okay, I may want to switch my partners right now. Because my current ones are not strong enough to handle these right now. So in this instance, Gatomon, Greymon, and Digimon. I want to try and save as much EVP as possible for the sake of transformation later, because I do plan to grind on the Doctoranimon, because there is a chance you can get some eggs from them, and I need to be in the next form to be able to deal with that. I need to be in Ultimate. And yeah, boom, Woodmon gone. Quick time. Well, this is going to be my life for like half an hour. What I want to do is close to the question mark, because it seems to be that whenever I fight enemies that are far away from the question mark, even if they're in the radius, it doesn't count them. Which is frustrating to say the least. Wrong button. That was fun. Ooh. Okay, I need to put... Ow. My Greymon in front. Because Gatomon being in front should never be a thing. Too frail. She has, like, no health at all. Let's refill that food. Get the health back. There we go. Right. Actually, no, I'll have you go for that one. Have you focus on them. Okay, not enough to KO. They do so much damage. Boom. It's fun having to heal all the time. But yeah, out of all the Digimon I'd be fine. You would not think Woodmon would be giving me so much trouble. You know? Fist of Fate. Ah, the quick time popped up at the last second where I at least expected it. Boo. Right, okay. Nice. And then Greymon, you come in, finish off. Boosh. Beautiful. Right then. How far am I in the game? Well, I've beaten Infinite Mountain, so in proportion to the anime itself would be around the point of Devimon. Currently, there is up to Myotismon, as far as you can go in the game at the moment. I'm currently up to the Desert Continent now. So, I'd say roughly about a third of the game so far. The maximum level's level 80. But I don't know how long it's going to take to get into the end of the story, because it's a long way away from me at the moment. So I've been playing on this character for about a week, I'd say, nearly. So I've done a fair bit, to be fair. Sometimes I could have gotten here faster if I'd just focused on it, but I was leveling so many different Digimon, getting them all to level 30 and 40 and stuff, that it just kind of held me back a bit. Really, you just kind of want to go as far as you can, but the only problem is it also depends on what kind of Digimon you have, because I got lucky and got a triple vaccine team. If you had something like a triple data team, it would take you a lot longer, because most of the enemies up to this point are virus, and they kind of beat the hell out of your team due to that, which is not fun, obviously. So, depending on the luck of the draw and what Digimon hatch from eggs, considering whether you have a really good time or a really bad time. Also, some of your Digivolutions as well, because you could have a vaccine, which is good against virus, and then, you know, you Digivolve them, and they could become like a data type or something like that. Or, in my case, I could get a data type like Gabumon, who can turn into a vaccine being Garurumon, and turns into a mutant version where I can't Digivolve it unless I use a certain item that I can't get till I get further into the game, and I'm able to trade in eggs to get currency to buy it. So, yeah, just kind of not fun. Because essentially it just means your Digimon doesn't Digivolve, it stays its current level but gets buff stats, if that makes sense. It's fun. When that happens, it's 5% chance, but still 5% is still annoying, to be perfectly honest. Because when it does happen, it happens and can screw you up. In terms of Digivolutions, you only have up to Ultimate at the moment. So that's basically Angelwoman, Metal Greymon, and Magna Angemon, or Holy Angemon, some people call it, depending on where you are. Ever since I unlocked the third stage, sometimes I digivolve into the wrong type, which means I waste EVP, which is annoying, because I can't read Korean. That's the only downside to this game. If you can't read Korean, you either have to use a translator and take a picture of everything and have it translated through a translator, or you're just going blindly and asking other people for information to help you. And trying to figure it all out on your own it's not easy. It took me a while, because this isn't my first character. My first character I spent about a week on as well, before changing server to this one. Because I got really unlucky with the Digimon that I got. But I was just struggling. My Birdramon turned into Cockatreemon, which is a data type, which basically screwed me over big time. Due to all the virus types. I still have yet to get an 85% chance of a Birdramon, and I keep getting a 10% chance of the Cockatreemon from the Veemon so far. I don't know how that logic works, but that's how the logic works. Ooh, I need to take off my robe. Oh, it's too hot. There we go. Cool me down a bit. Right. Now I've got to mess about my headset, because my headset's kind of knackered. Okay. Woodmon, hello. How do you do? Oh, can I actually kill with my Fire Blast? Okay, I can. So I don't have to specifically go for my third move anymore, if it's just one of them, so I can save some SP in that respect. But in this situation, that's not the case. But yeah, you can get to an ultimate. Like, if you knew what you were doing and you go hard, you could probably get to ultimate stage within about 3 to 5 days. Depending on how much you play and how hard you go. And if you get the right digis. Okay. Burn. Right, so I've charmed you, and you have a chance of hitting your teammate. Okay, so that's what charm does. Right. So, can be useful when there's multiple Digimon, making them fight each other. I guess there's a chance they can still hit you. Hey, level up, level 51. Why am I still fighting you? I've already done the quest. That was a bit silly of me. Oh well. More XP and items, and I had to be itching my forehead, so I missed the quick time event. Boo! It sucks missing the quick time events, because the quick time events basically allow my Digimon to go immediately, and if they have a turn coming after the quick time event, they will essentially get 2 attacks in. Which could be really handy. But we have done this. Right. I need to Now like the torches. We'll keep you how you are for now. Veemon, Patamon, and Gabumon. I'll Gabumon up here at the front because it doesn't digivolve, so I can't use it for a free revive. That'll do nicely. Kittens are crying. Okay. I was like, what the hell's that noise? Okay. You know what? So we can actually see a bit more. Because if I can't see, you lot definitely can't see. Like the torch. Fast travel up the mountain to get to the other one so I'm not running all the way across the map. Sounds like a good idea. And then we're done with the dailies, which is great. Not ready for the Kentaurus mon for now. That's for sure. Second torch. Daily complete. Very nice. Okay. So I suppose at this point I will grind a little bit on the Black Tyrannomons for the sake of using up my EVP, and at that point I'll obviously revert back once I run out of EVP points, and I can switch to my low levels and start leveling them for a bit, doing the dailies and what have you. Toggle auto run. Yeah, there are stronger Digimon, but at the moment, in terms of currently in game, Ultimate is the maximum level you can reach in terms of released Digimon. So there's no War Greymon or Metal Garurumon yet, and obviously Omnimon or Megamon, as some people know him before they changed his name. Those kind of levels of Digimon aren't out yet in terms of story-wise, because they're sticking to the story anime-wise by chunks and releasing more. It's still in technically open beta as far as the game is concerned for the Koreans. There's no global release yet. They're planning on it within either the next year or two. No, I'll turn the attack camera on, I think. Maybe. Nice. Boom. So, Black Tyrannomon is probably the strongest thing I can fight right now, and probably will give me the best rewards to a degree. The hell? Well, that's my timer I set for when I went to sleep and forgot about it. I didn't fall asleep, couldn't sleep. So, yeah. Okay. Heaven's Gate. Ooh, reflectors damage. So in terms of the game, it's slightly lacking in terms of what has been released and gone by now. In terms of the Digimon anime, yeah, the game is nowhere near up to the complexity of the Digimon anime and all the different seasons and what have you. But because it's in open beta, obviously, content's going to be limited at the moment. But they are releasing story segments piece by piece, and it's doing the horrible thing that I always deal with whenever I come here, which I don't know why. It's the smallest area in the game, but it causes me severe lag. And I just want my items, and I want to get the hell out of Dodge. I don't know why it keeps doing this. I don't know. There's something happening there for this area. Hopefully the devs fix that. But yeah, the game has a good amount of content that'll keep you busy for a while. A bunch of different Digimons to hatch into. Also, it's not guaranteed what Digimon you get. For example, as you can see here, 85% chance of a War Greymon, 10% chance of a Skull Greymon, and 5% chance of getting a Mutant Greymon, where it doesn't digivolve. So, there's a lot of different Digimon you can get. It's quite a big list, as you can see. There's a lot to try and get, a lot of percentage chances to work with. You can get items to guarantee what you turn into, but that involves the cash shop. I put a little bit of money in the cash shop for the sake of getting some extra inventory space and a few champions on my choice and whatnot to support the game. But the good thing is about this game is it's not exactly forced in your face. There's no constant pop-up saying, you know, buy this or go to the cash shop and purchase this now, which is good. It actually makes me quite happy. Heaven's Gate. Because a lot of... so, another thing with the game is it's kind of like, it's single player, right? But it's sort of MMO-esque with being online. There are other players. I'm on a low-populated server by choice, so you're not seeing as many people running around as if I was on, say, server 1. But they are planning on adding a party system at some point, and I'm guessing when they add the party system, raids will probably come with that, or group dungeons. Do I believe it might end at a pay-to-win? So, if we're talking about Digimon MMOs, the last Digimon MMO that was released was, if I'm not mistaken, Digimon Masters Online. And that started off great. A lot of people loved it, and then it started to go pay-to-win route. In the end, loot boxes galore and stuff like that. So far, there's been no loot box mechanic other than random chance of digivolving, which isn't really loot box mechanics per se, because you don't have to pay anything for it. Like, you just get an egg. You have a chance of getting one when I went to that place and got that fruit real quick. There's a chance of me getting an egg from that tree for free, or killing certain Digimons like these Black Tyrannomon have a chance to drop an egg. Also, the tree in the center at the town and beginnings once per day has a high chance of giving you an egg. That people have donated to Leomon. It could end up going to pay to win, to a degree. Like, of course, there are benefits. Like, if we go to the shop right now, there are certain benefits. For example, these allow you to roll on stats. So, there's a little bit of pay to win there for PvP to a degree. Also, you can make sure you buy the right fruits instead of having to wait. So, there's definitely a shortcut you can possibly take. Such as guaranteeing an ultimate and guaranteeing a champion. Or buying these to max your skills out. Which can be a big time save, of course. But right now, there's not really any ranked rewards or anything, to my knowledge, for PvP. So, right now, I guess it'd be in the experimental phase of PvP, where it's been enabled so people can PvP with Digimon. Some people are doing it. So there is definitely an advantage if you go PvP, but in terms of PvE-wise, no, there's no pay-to-win in that aspect. Just literally, you put the time in, you get rewarded for your efforts by getting certain Digimon and whatnot. But obviously it can suck if you get really unlucky and, you know, don't get the Digivolve you want. But it is what it is. But I do enjoy the turn-based tactical-esque combat. It definitely, at its times, can be very fun. Other times, not so much. It depends, really. Because if you're much stronger and everything, and you're constantly going into this battle thing, it can be tedious to a degree. It kind of sucks as a game I like to play computer console, just went mobile and their new game. It seems heavily pay to win. Yeah. So that's pretty much the route a lot of games are going that nowadays, and it does suck. I mean, people pay for it, and that's why they keep doing it, because they know people will pay for it. Because while me and you may say, oh, well, this is pay to win, I don't want to pay any money towards it, they will essentially, the whales, as people like to call them, yeah, the whales, as you call them, in the mobile community, people call them whales. People have lots of money and will spend thousands on these games for the pay-to-win aspect, where it will massively benefit them. They feed into it, so game companies keep doing it because they know it's going to make them money. Yeah, that too. A lot of people do it in the end because they're forced to. Fortunately, in this game, you aren't forced to. You can get the items through other means. Or through events and things. You're not forced to spend money. But you have the option to. At least with this game. So, if you were going to go PvP, it's going to take you longer to get ready to do PvP. But with the limited content that is currently available, spending money right now would not really be worth it, because you can do all the content without spending a penny. And if you put enough time in, you can match the people who are paying at the moment, because there's limited point when you can only go up to Ultimate. There's all kinds of new Digimon that are still going to come out. So right now, people spending tons of money. A lot of people are doing it to support the game, not because they're forced to, or maybe because they want to guarantee a Digivolution. But they're not forced to. They can easily play without it. If you PvE, then pay to win isn't really going to be an issue to you here. All the content is available. But it's just, how much are you going to enjoy the system in the end? Because eventually you're going to do all the PvE content, and right now there's not really enough end game content to keep people stimulated, at least from what I've seen in the Discord. Obviously, it being open beta, it's kind of expected. That's why a lot of people are asking for raids and things, and party systems to play with friends, so there's a lot more to do. And the game devs have said they'll probably add a party system. They're working on it. But obviously, I don't know if that's their main priority. I don't know on that one. Oh, let's get a different angle, because I hate this angle. These are probably the best things I can fight right now in terms of Long-lasting XP. They're the best thing to level up, apparently. At least up until I hit 72. No, 73, because at level 61 I can go 11 levels above before they stop giving XP. Well, it's just going to take a long time to level up, obviously. Fighting these. But some of the really good Digimon right now I've heard are Etamon and Bakumon. Skull Greymon's apparently really powerful at the moment. Angemon is obviously very powerful. So there are some really good strong Digis out there right now. I'm trying to get a Bakumon because Bakumon is int based and has really good special scaling in terms of like intelligence for being able to hit hard with skills. Urban Zero, very nice. They pay win to game as a free route when you hit a brick wall is when you're forced to. Well, there's not really a brick wall here. Like I said, you can infinitely get eggs. Every hour you have a chance of rolling at the tree for either fruit or an egg. Generally, I get an egg at least once every 1 to 2 days. More than one in some occasions. It just depends how much you're playing, though, of course. Like, if you was playing for maybe, like, 3 hours every other day, then it's going to be a lot less rewarding for you. But if you're playing pretty much every day, for, like, say, 7 or 8 hours, you have more chance of rolling for an egg. Any game can be truly fun without that aspect. Yeah, like, I'm really enjoying this. I've not had to spend money. I chose to do it. Because I'm preparing for the future. If there's something that I see that I'm like, okay, I want to guarantee this line. For example, I want Bakumon. So, thankfully, I got a coupon code which gave me a champion guarantee of my choice. As long as I have a Digimon that can turn into it, I can guarantee it. So I can get a Bakumon guaranteed. And because Bakumon's great, once I get Bakumon leveled up and I get the right stats onto it. Yeah, true. They're planning on making it global within like within 1 to 2 years, so we'll see. But I don't think there's really any brick wall. The reason why I say that is if we actually have a look at my Digimon right now, these blocks that you get to unlock these, you get every single day. There's no locking this behind a paywall in any way. So, essentially, if I, say, had enough blocks to open all of these, obviously you gotta go 1, 2, and then 3 in order. And I roll, obviously, bits I get from defeating Digimon. So, I get all this filled with int. My Digimon's going to be extremely powerful and able to do the content, right? There's no pay-to-win aspect in terms of the skills as well. I can earn these by doing dailies and things like that. So I can max out my skills to level 10 just by playing enough and doing enough dailies. And I don't know if later on in the game mobs drop this kind. I've heard that apparently purples start dropping in the desert area. So I'm assuming at the end game content sort of place right now, you'll start to be able to get these for your ultimates by defeating enemies like these. I can max out my skills. So my Digimon can essentially reach full potential. without any form of payment. There's no paywall behind that. The only thing that will take me a long time to do in terms of this would be to get some free bonus stats. For example, if we look at my War Greymon right now, you see that 12%? I got that through the Digivice. So the Digivice, essentially, you roll and there's a certain amount of circles which light up, which give you free stats. Best of the best if you pay $100, or otherwise it's locked unless paid for, or it's super rare to get. Yeah. So, in a way, there are certain Digimon that are better than others right now. For example, in the PvP scene, there are certain Digimon which vastly outshine others. So, if you spend money, and you can guarantee that Digimon line, you can get the best Digimon for PvP right now. That are currently out. So, technically, that is pay to win, is how I see it. But like, I can still get that Digimon even though it's rarer to do so. Through raising enough Digimon, I'll eventually get that 10% chance, which will guarantee me that Digimon. Also, when fighting certain Digimon like these, you can get these items, which these are what you can get just by killing Digimon, and that increases by 1%. So if I farm a Digimon enough, at least on champion or higher, so I will start to get these items. I can guarantee what I want by just farming enough. So I just have to fight the correct Digimon. So for Bakumon, if I fought enough of these, where I had like 100 of these, I could guarantee Bakumon without having to spend a single penny in the cash shop. Which is one of the best Digimon right now in terms of champion level and being able to do tons of damage without much investment. So it's not that pay to win really, but obviously when it comes to ultimates, I haven't gotten any ultimate items, so I've not fought enough ultimates to find out whether that's actually a thing. I missed my chance. But I also consider pay to win where it gives you just an advantage in general. Any form of advantage, even if it's minor, I do class that as pay to win, at least for me anyway. So, not massively pay to win, but the pay to win aspect can be there to a degree. I guess from what you're saying. Pokemon mobile game, you could get a Mewtwo, which was super rare, but you could get it if you pay $50 and it was one of the strongest you could get, otherwise you could grind for. Yeah. So, essentially, to a degree, that is pay to win in my book, because while you can grind for it, you can skip the grind completely and just get that really strong one, which gives you an advantage over those who aren't going to pay for it. So I'd class that as pay for win. But whether it has a big impact is what matters to me the most. Like, if pay to win has a massive impact where it's like, there's no possible way I'll ever do anything. Weeks to get, if not months on hard. Yeah, okay, so pay to win. Definitely quite a hard pay to win then, if you're having to grind for months. That is ridiculous. And a lot of games like to, I guess you'd call it, what, stuffing? Call it stuffing like a turkey. So, you know, they will fill as much crap in the way to slow you down from getting it and bloat it out. Rather than allowing you to spend some time to get it, they will stretch out as far as possible in order to make sure that you go, well, this isn't worth it and I want this now, I'm going to put money into the game. So I guess you call it stuffing, where they just fill all the crap in between to just drag it out as much as possible. I don't like that. The worst is when you can't... When you... Yeah. When you can't get stuff unless it's paid for, I hate that in games in general. That is a really aggravating aspect. Definitely agree on that one. If it comes to the point where you have to pay or you cannot get, I just don't. I won't play it. Essentially, unless there is a way of getting the item in game. Like, say for example, right. So you can buy it from the cash shop, and you can sell it to me in game for an in-game currency, for example. Yeah, cosmetics is definitely the best route, in my opinion, as well. But, yeah, if somebody can buy from the cash shop and then sell to me in-game for, I don't know, in this case, let's say bits. So, bits I can earn fighting these. Like earlier, I bought some fruit. I bought these peaches because they raise intelligence, and I'm trying to get a Candlemon, which can back them on. I'm trying to get as much int as possible on that Digimon. And there's a chance I can get Candlemon. It's not guaranteed. But if I do get it, it'll have lots of int. So I bought this. You can buy these in the cash shop instead of hoping to get them from the tree. And somebody sold them to me in-game. I don't mind that system. If there's a possibility to do that where you can trade with another player with a cash shop item for something in-game that'll be valuable to them. For example, bits in this case. He wanted bits. So he was selling fruits for bits. He could actually spend money on crowns, go here and go, okay, well, I'm going to buy a bunch of these and sell them to players. That is definitely... I don't mind that system. That is fine in my book, because what the whales will do in order to shortcut is they will buy that item and then sell to you or me in game to save them time. I don't mind that system. That is fine by me, because at least I'm able to get the item and I'm not basically cut out of the winnings, if that makes sense. Nice. Heaven's Gate. Nice, nailed it. Boom. Okay. Oh, it popped up again. I wasn't expecting it to pop up again so soon. Oh, damn it. Almost nailed it twice. Quick time event. Okay. Heaven's Gate. Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna get triple vaccines, because this has made this a lot easier. If I had data right now, I would not be able to take these on, probably. I'd be getting my butt kicked. They'd be punching my stuff in. Nice. Eat it. How dare you? So, some of the reason that magnet isn't actually working right now, because the magnet is supposed to pick stuff up for me automatically, but instead I'm having to pick them up. Even going that route is difficult because of the fact they tend to overcharge, and that begins with one, then everyone does it. Yeah, I do see what you're saying. But I'd rather that than it being like nothing but that option, where you have to pay. I'm fine as long as they allow people to get it in-game. As long as you don't bloat stuff out for the sake of it. Like, there's a difference between saying, oh, well, this person can buy this and give you this. Or you have to do X, Y, and Z to get this. Which then becomes the whole entire alphabet. Rather than it just being X, Y, and Z. It becomes A to Z. By just straight up stretching as far as possible. I'd rather have the option to get it in-game rather than it just being not available at all without paying. So there's different levels of tolerance for me in what I find acceptable. Because I don't have the most money. Money is not something I have a lot of. So I wouldn't say stingy, but because I have to watch what I spend on and how much I can spend so much. Obviously, for somebody like me, not having the luxury of being able to be a whale and then playing a game that is heavily focused on whales and manipulating for cash. It's just yeah, it sucks because it ruins my gaming experience. I mean, it's like what somebody said in my stream yesterday. Yeah, others begin. Yeah, the economy rises to a godly amount. Yeah, totally agree there. It can go that way. Things can become so overpriced. But yeah, somebody said in my stream the other day. Back in my day, I remember when games. Okay, I just got an egg for free. See that? Hey, so you can farm these for eggs. There's a very low chance to get them. But you can farm them for eggs, which is good, so there is the option there. But yeah, back in my day, when you bought a game, you got the whole game. And that was for me as well. You know, being a 90s baby, it was... When I got a game, that game had to be good. Or it didn't sell. There was no word of mouth. People weren't talking about it. And it weren't going to sell because it weren't a good game. There was no fixing it. There was no releasing a half-broken mess and patching it in here or charging extra money for this and that. It was... You get what you paid for. You got the whole game. Everything's included. There's no pieces missing. Like, there's games nowadays which will have a franchise which has been continuous and it'll be like, oh, well... You know how you've played through most of these games up to this point? You know, we're on our third rendition of the game. We are now going to make it so those old characters that used to be in the previous version, you have to pay for those now. Like, Gears of War is a prime example. Playing Gears of War 1 through till 4. If I wanted Baird, I had to pay for Baird. Baird was in Gears of War 1. He is part of the franchise. Why am I paying for a character that should already be in the game? Season Pass used to be all DLC. Now it's 2 and you have to buy the rest in the same matter. Yes, exactly. And you know how it all started? It all started with that damn horse armor. Damn you, Bethesda. That's what started the whole entire thing. Bethesda and the horse armor. The first form of virtual DLC became what it is today. Okay, so I've gotten a lot of items that I've missed out on here. Forgot about these. The problem is I filled up my inventory. I got one Sotsby. Okay. But yeah, I just don't like the path a lot of gaming has taken, and I should have healed up. Luckily, I only faced one of them, because I have no SP for using my skills right now on my Digimon, and Digimon is pretty much out as well. Nice. Punch them. Beat them. Get the items. Hey, leveled up. Let's go. Right. I mean, at least on the bright side, fighting these is consuming a lot of my food, so I can actually free up some inventory spaces when it comes to foods like this. They're just really annoying right now with the multi-stacks. So as long as it drains these, that's fine by me. How many fights we got? We got about 3 or 4 more fights before we run out of EVP. It's going to be a long grind to 60 against these, honestly. I kind of want to do a test on my bits and whatnot. Because I am very curious about something at the moment. So, at the start of the game, I wouldn't dream of doing this. But there are EVP items you can buy to restore your EVP, so I don't have to revert to Rocky and fight 100 enemies just to get my EVP back. So I get money for every fight against the Digimon, and sometimes I get more, sometimes I get less. So I've got 314k. If I wanted to get EVP filled for all these, it'd be 135k. Can I get 135k before my EVP runs out? Is something I want to test, but I don't know if I really want to waste the bits. That's the only issue right now. But I do want to test it. Okay. Heaven's Gate. Nice. Got it. Nailed it. Kaboom, baby. Because each fight cost me 2.5. Let me just try and work this out real quick. Probably shouldn't be doing that while I'm trying to focus on a battle, but... So, 2.5, 10 fights is 25, that's 4 fights, no. There is no way I would earn enough bits to sustain if I'm getting 400 each time, or 800 each time, still wouldn't get enough. So, yeah. Because 2.50 per fight with an ultimate, in terms of the amount of EVP that's consumed. And then 7 you start off with 3 characters, Barrett, Tifa, and Cloud, and you unlock Ares, Yuffie, Kat, Sif, and Vincent. Yeah. So... I have played Final Fantasy VII. I haven't beaten Final Fantasy VII. See, I never really played the Final Fantasy games as a kid. None of my friends played them. I didn't really know anything about them. It wasn't until I got an SS360... that, you know, I was hearing so much about Final Fantasy and whatnot, and I wanted to try it. I then went to my mum's boyfriend at the time and said, you know, for my birthday, because he asked me what I would want, I said I want a Final Fantasy game. Instead, he got me Infinite Undiscovery. And Infinite Undiscovery is a hell of a hidden gem. It was made by the creators of Final Fantasy. But it wasn't Final Fantasy, which I asked for, but luckily it was a great game still. But yeah, it's definitely a hidden gem. But yeah, I do see what you mean. Final Fantasy VII Remake, you get Barrett, Ares, Tifa, and Cloud, but Yuffie is DLC you have to pay for. Yet Yuffie is an original character, and this is the shit that pisses me off when it comes to games, and the direction everything is taken. And the annoying thing is, people... The only way that's going to stop is if people speak with a wallet. But people don't. People just accept it. And let it happen and just be like, oh, I'm going to buy it anyway. If everybody came together and said collectively, no, we're not putting up with this bullshit anymore. Start doing that for different games. this would all stop. But because people don't, they'll keep doing it because they know it will bring them money. Did you love Yuffie as a character? Well, you're going to have to buy her now. Did you have a fantasy about Cloud and Yuffie being in a romance? And you love that pairing in your Final Fantasy 7 days on the PlayStation? Well, now you can make sure that dream happens again. By paying for it. It's, frustrating. I hate it. It's such a toxic system. That's for damn sure. But yeah, I never played the Final Fantasy games as a kid. My first taste of Final Fantasy, like actually playing Final Fantasy, sadly to say, was Final Fantasy 13. That was my first taste of Final Fantasy. I know a lot of people said it was very bad. I never beat it. I enjoyed it somewhat to a degree. But then I played Final Fantasy 15. Then I heard about how good 7 was, started playing that. I played Final Fantasy 9. Because they all went on Game Pass on Xbox. So I started playing the games, but I didn't beat them because, obviously, we're kind of spoiled in terms of choices for games today. So, yeah. I ended up having other games that I was playing as well. And other obligations and things, so I just never finished any of them. But I was enjoying Final Fantasy 9 and 7. Definitely. But the whole Chocobo farming thing that you had to do with Final Fantasy 9 kind of killed it for me. Because I heard it was important for getting certain items in the game and whatnot. And the grind for that was unreal. It just kind of killed the game. Final Fantasy 7, 10, 13, 15. Did you ever play Final Fantasy 14? Okay, I need to use a revival item on Megamon because he's not got any EVP at all. Now he's back up. That's the most we can farm for right now. I did give Final Fantasy 14. You can get a fair bit done during the trial. I really enjoyed that when I played it. Not touch 11 or 14 because it was paid to play. Okay, so yeah, essentially, I guess you could say 14 was paid to play, so to speak, but that's sort of like the DLC expansions. MMOs have expansions all the time, like you got WoW Classic, then Burning Crusade, Wrath of the Lich King, etc. So those are expansions that came out years later. You actually have the full base game of Final Fantasy XIV MMO and all its content without having to pay anything. So there is a lot of content you can do. Obviously, you can then choose to pay for the extra content like Ragnarok and all that. If you want to carry on playing and doing the rest of the content the game has to offer. But in terms of what's available on the free-to-play, there is so much. The only downside I would say about free-to-play is the fact that you can't join guilds. That's probably the biggest peeve for me. Monthly sub I don't like with WoW. Yeah, I played classic vanilla WoW up until Mists of Pandaria. But Final Fantasy 14, you don't have to pay subscription base. You can stay on the trial until you pay, and then you have to keep paying. So, as long as you don't pay, you can stay on that trial for as long as you want and just keep playing the game and trying all the different classes. And you can do it all on one character. You don't have to keep changing character all the time. Which is really good. Right. We need to change... we need to heal you up. Right. Let's grab Gabumon up here. We'll put Patamon here. And Gaburimon in the center. There we go. But I did really enjoy Final Fantasy 14. I never paid to do the paid content and whatnot. I did the free to play, and I was having a blast with that for like a month or so. I just stopped playing because I was playing other games. But yeah, there was a lot of content, and you can do it all on one character. Like your character can become every class, you just switch. So you don't have to make like 10 different characters and worry about character slots. But to get 100% full content, you have to pay. And I like the full content, not partial. Well, that's true. That's true. I do get what you mean. Okay. This is probably a bad idea. I probably should have digivolved. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I knew I should have. Angemon, right now. Gazimon. Deltamon, right now. Woo! This is not going well. Okay. I love how bulky Deltamon is. Doesn't do the most damage, but it's pretty bulky. Right, okay. Hang on 1 minute. Did I not say to switch you and you? Thank you. Okay. Fist of Fate. Needle spray. I don't know why I said needle spray. My brain just said it. Okay. Woo! Did that quest? Paid for it with a lot of lives. For example, my Gabumon, my Gaburimon. Luckily, for Gaburimon, I can just do this and he's back to life. But I have to use an item on my Gabumon to revive them. Let's make sure everybody gets healed up. Okay. Right. So, Gabumon, you need to go back in first place. Gaburimon, go back in the center. Yeah, I should have made sure they were Digivolve for doing that fight. I don't know what I was thinking. I just ran at it and just pressed F. As on like autopilot. Just fight the thing. But yeah, I do get what you mean. But in terms of... Essentially, you do get full content for Final Fantasy 14 for the base game itself. You get the full content, other than the guilds. But whether you choose to put time into it is up to you. I'm just trying to tell you in case you are interested in the future. but you don't want to pay just in case you don't like it. You do get the full game in terms of content you can do for the base game that was originally released. Well, I guess you wouldn't really call it the base game that was originally released, because when the Final Fantasy XIV came out, it was a mess. People hated it, and they essentially redid the whole entire game from scratch, and basically made the old world part of the story and lore on the failed side into what it is today, and to massive success. It is now more popular than WoW. It beat WoW because WoW had a bit of massive controversy, and Final Fantasy XIV is now probably the most played MMO, which is an achievement because WoW has pretty much held that title for I don't know how many years. A long time. So I guess you could say it was pretty impressive that Final Fantasy XIV did manage to dethrone them, especially after the terrible start they originally had. Where were we? Okay, we was here. I'll fast travel to here for this. Okay. Get you in champion form. Okay. Nice if there was a bit of a closer spot I could have used. But it is what it is. Gotta run all the way there. I paid to play with a mandatory sub to play. Yeah, fair enough. To each their own. Okay, let me guess. You want to fight me or something? Because that's what happens in the anime. They have to actually fight you to get rid of the black gear. No? Oh, wait. You want me to go here because what? I don't like this. I have a feeling I'm going to get ambushed. What the... Huh? Okay, translator time. Where's my phone? Paying for a pay-to-play leads to addictions of spending. I guess, yeah. But I need to... find out what the hell this is, because I have no idea. Does it mean I just have to fight enemies within the radius, or what? So... camera... Okay. Right. Okay, please translate the text for me. Okay. Let's mess with Veemon. Battle with Udmon. Leomon? Who the hell is Leomon? Is that like a Korean name for a Digimon? I'm guessing... Okay, Raemon. Okay. So, flipping 60 of them. I'm good, fam. For now, I really need to level these guys up a bit. I really do. if I'm to take these on. Because they are in their 40s. If I can get close to 40s, that'd be great. I'm surprised I haven't seen the side quest to defeat these yet. But I want to stay away from Champion Digimon for now. It's bad enough having to deal with the Woodmon as champions at level 40. As we saw, they were kicking my level 50s, but kind of with the amount of damage they do, my Digimon are not able to take them on right now. So instead of just running across the map, why don't I actually just fast travel and we'll do some grinding. Okay. So the annoying thing is, there were level 28 Agurumons I could have trained on at one point. But because I completed a bunch of the side quests, they've all disappeared now. So the highest level I can fight is the Tumon. But I don't get items from the Tumon, and I want to get as many items as possible for now. So I'm going to fight the Hagorumon so I can actually get some pieces to level skills. Okay. Switch the angle, I guess. There we go. That'll do very nicely. So I can beat these until I'm at least level 35. It's the best XP I can get right now, other than fighting the big Tumon. I missed the level 28s because I could get like 300 if I got 2 of them. Do you give more XP because you're the bigger one? That's the question I want answered. Fist of Fate. Okay. Right. So, no. I don't get more XP for fighting the bigger one, which takes longer. Okay. Mr. Fate. I mean, I could essentially AFK the Tumon, the big Tumon. But that requires me to put a stronger Digimon up front. And I could just leave it to grind for a while. For a few hours, like an hour or two. Because unfortunately that is the best way to level up, so... When I hit 35 and I can't really do anything else from here, Tumon will probably be my best bet. Because I'll no longer get items from these other than the bits. At that point, I'll be getting less bits though, because obviously being over leveled. So with this game, if you're 11 levels over, you stop getting items unless they're a champion. You can still get the items which can help you turn into them. But you will stop getting all other items other than bits. So I can grind on these till 35. And then I can switch on to... And you know, I promise it's such little experience. But they removed my Hagurumon, which is level 28 here, to train on because I completed the subquest. Which is really infuriating. Nice. Okay. Okay, Lynx, yeah, take care and stay safe yourself. It's been good having you. I appreciate the chat and keeping me company, so I'm not just sat here on my own talking into the void. You have a great day. Enjoy yourself. Hopefully I'll catch you in your stream sometime. I Boom. Nice. I actually do want to test something. No problem, and always fun and sub to you. Thank you very much. I've been streaming every day lately. I just don't talk, but I do respond in text. Okay. Noted. Yeah, I'll catch you at some point. I appreciate you. Thanks for subbing. Thanks for stopping by. Where am I going? Let's see if I can actually take on the Veemon around here. Level 41. For more XP and money. But yeah, you take care of yourself, Lynx. It's good chatting again. It's been a while. Right. Okay. Why am I going that way? I don't know. I'm on autopilot. In terms of me streaming, if you are still there, I don't actually have a set schedule at the moment. I'm kind of all over the place. So it's kind of random for me at the moment. I'm hoping to get a set schedule at some point. I've just got a lot going on. I was worried about my PC because it's horrible plasticky burning smell or something. But it turns out it wasn't the PC. I don't know what the hell it was. But I've not smelled it since that day, so yeah, I'm hoping that I was just having a weird smell because of something else that had rubbed off on me in some kind of way or something. Okay, how much are you gonna give me? Can we take you on as well? Ooh. That hurt. How much are you gonna give me, though? 300 XP. Okay, definitely better. I'm just not strong enough to consistently farm you. But the XP is definitely better, so I'll take it. And actually, I could just not level my Gabumon for now and throw somebody stronger up who can essentially carry. We'll see how that goes. Because Gabumon's going to be the most annoying, honestly. I'd rather catch these two up with Kunamon, so Kunamon can level with them. Okay, Agumon. Okay, so I do need to use skills. Noted. Probably put my Agumon up front. There we go. Let's restore you in terms of that. Okay, Giburimon, let's go. Very nice. Okay. I'll get my EVP gauge up with my Agumon this way at least. So it's good. Ah, I didn't make it in time. Damn it. Didn't KO it that time. Okay, so it's not guaranteed until the other two get stronger. Noted. Fist of Fate. Nice. Ooh, I pressed F then. That would have been a bad idea. If I got into a fight with them, my team would have got wiped. For sure. Which wouldn't have been fun, honestly. Well, this is going to be one hell of a fun time. And a hell of a grind. Okay, boom. Heal you up. Very nice. Okay. Boom. Suppose I will level your skills a bit. Maybe. I don't know. I kind of want to save the purples though, honestly. Because I feel like I want to hold on to them for when I get a Bakamon, if I get a Bakamon. That way I can max out his skills immediately, if I get one. Okay, nailed it. Which is good, because I accidentally activated a skill on Agumon, which wasn't supposed to happen. I'm supposed to use my basic attack to increase the chance of killing, so... Good thing I made that, otherwise it would have got another attack in. But for now, until we get stronger, this is unfortunately... what we have to deal with. Eat it. Giburimon. I'm glad I at least have these easier to grind on, rather than having to fight champions. So I'm glad I got these level 41 Giburimon. I realised how weak they were ages ago. If that was not the case, it would have sucked. Having to fight the Digimon for ages and not get any bits and items for leveling skills. Unfortunately, I'm not getting any items right now anyway. At least until my Ogremon and that can handle themselves against this guy. This is just for the sake of getting me to at least about 30 odd, so to speak. If we get to roughly about 35, 36 or something, move on to Tumons. I should be good to go. And let them be able to handle themselves without needing Agamon support. When they hit about 35, I'm hoping I can maybe, if ever everybody being a champion, start taking on the Bakamons. Because that would be fantastic. As they are the better source. I suppose I will level this up a bit. Because if I want them to handle themselves, I kind of need it. Okay. So, now when I do fail, and don't accidentally activate a skill through negligence and whatnot, he does more damage with his melee at least. It's something. Messed up with Veemon though. Which means they're going to get a free hit in. Yep. Okay. Let's get everybody's health back up. Messed up again. Keep doing that. KO. Very good. Level up for Ogremon so far. That's what I like to see. Angemon should be close to a level up himself. Shouldn't be too far behind. Agamon comes in, finishes them off. Boom. But yeah, this is pretty much my life for a bit. Unfortunately. Not really much I can do about that. I missed it. I didn't get it in time. Damn it. There we go. Okay. So the funny thing is, they have similar to, you know, near enough attack stats, but Megamon is just beating some serious backside with its basic attack right now. 65. It's 47.5, that's a 2 hit. That's a 1 hit. Unfortunately. So, I guess it's to be expected. Okay. So these are both physical, and that's int based. I think. It is what it is. Okay. Nice. That's the point. What is Veemon actually weak to? So, you're weak to Earth. Okay, fair enough. So, if this was to go up against, say, the Gotsumon, probably be having a hard time, to a degree. And again, Gotsumon's data and this is virus, so as it kind of balances out. Ooh. Okay. Boom, boom. Very nice. Yeah. How close are you to leveling Angemon? About 10 battles away. See, my only gripe is these only show up one at a time. Like, if I could have them, like, be like 2 of them, that'd be real swell, you know? It'd be great if that was the case. But that sadly is not the case, so what can you do? Okay. Veemon, we need to talk. You need to go bye-bye. Very nice. Then Agumon comes in, claw swinging. Nice. I think I'll get my Angemon to say, I don't know. We'll get my Angemon to level up, and I guess I'll just AFK farm at Chimon for a little bit. That'll allow me to just relax a bit and pretty much chill. Because if I get these, I can leave them there till like level 40 or so. It should be absolutely phenomenal. Because at that point I can then probably train on Bakumon without needing help, and then from there farm more Bakumon items to guarantee me getting a Bakumon. Which would definitely be ideal for when I do get Candlemon. I am hoping that Digimon I've got in my island will turn into a Candlemon. But I'm going to test a little theory where I'm going to fill up the food bar on the Digimon before digivolving it, while only feeding the same fruit, which is instant speed. And we're going to see how many stats actually get transferred over once the food bar is full. So instead of it being a 3-day hatch, it'll be a until food is full day hatch. So whether that's 4 days, 5 days, however long it takes. I think it's about 4 or 5 days to get a full food bar. We will do that and see what happens. I feel like that would be absolutely a brilliant idea. At least that way I know that information for the sake of the future. So if I am hoping to get lucky and get the right Digimon to digivolve into what I want, and I'm aiming for something, and I know what the Digimon scales off in terms of stat wise, I can make sure that I go for that very specific stat. Because at the end of the day, I think that's more important than anything. Hello, Beckermon. Ow. I did not mean to challenge you. I mean, I did, because I clicked on you, but it's kind of subconscious autopilot decision rather than an actual decision, because I was thinking about Bakamon. So, yeah, that was fun. But I cannot wait till all this bread is gone and what have you, because I'm sick and tired of getting flipping bread and lollipops. I've got way too many. I keep getting way too many. And they keep taking up inventory slots. I'd rather move on to the higher tier foods now that are actually more useful to me. I get more use out of. Rather than having 6 different foods I can feed to my Digimon to restore their health. Because that's just not fun. I'm too slow. I keep failing to reach Ogamon's skill. Well, it's not that I'm too slow. So I do press it before it actually happens, but his attack, but because obviously there's a little bit of a delay to when you can actually push the button, it ends up failing, which is really frustrating. Because if I'm pressing it right now, like, how many times did I press that button? Did you hear the keyboard clicks? Like, there's a delay, and with it being a 1.5 speed, there's no guarantee I can always get to it in time, which is really annoying. Okay. Once again, I did it before the attack, but it still goes to the basic. Not fun. Kind of really frustrating, if you ask me. Okay. Oh, you did level up. I just didn't notice. Okay. I'm going to farm on the Tumon once we go to the island, which is going to be fun, lagging about all over the place. Because the game, some weird reason, likes to do this, and I still don't know why. I'm getting really annoyed by it, though. It's only whenever I go here. It's just... Why? Why on such a small... It winds me up. I know I keep saying that, but it winds me up. Why is it that specific place? No other place in the game where there is so much more stuff around, does it happen? But that small island, it happens. It aggravates the hell out of me. But we're gonna go farm Tumon now because I want to just relax for a bit. If I'm being honest. And just let them get stronger passively without having to put tons of effort in. Get my AVP gauge back on my Agumon. Because that would be great. Question is, can the three of them actually fight Tumon without those two being in champion? I don't think so, if you ask me. Unless I was to... No, I don't know. We'll see. Can they do it? I don't think they can yet. Because if I remember correctly, Mega Veemon couldn't do it just yet. Until it was a bit higher level. Then again, I do have my Agumon, but then I've also got a Patamon. So... yeah. So it is going to guarantee get an attack off each time because of Patamon. Which is a problem. I'm curious. Can you three take them on without my help? No. Okay, noted. Still no. Okay. So, unfortunately, it looks like I'm going to have to go 2 big Digimon, 1 weaker Digimon. If I'm to farm these efficiently. So here's what I'm going to do. What about now? If I've got all 3 of them Digivolve, can they do it? If not, I'll just have to do them one at a time. It's going to take hours, but it is what it is. Still no. Noted. Okay. So that answers my question. Definitely answers my question. Right. Well, Ogremon will be able to do a lot of damage eventually to the creature. So I think I will focus on Gaburimon to 41 first. Then I'll get you to 41, get you to 41. And that's going to take a lot of time, so... yeah. That's going to be fun. But what can you do? I am going to end the stream here for now. Because I want to take a little nap. So I'm just going to leave him to do this. Well, I'll go for a nap for a few hours because I'm tired. It's been a long day today. I will probably resume streaming later. But for now, I am going to get some rest. So if you have enjoyed today's stream, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you